Dr. Elias Kale had seen many things in his years working at the Terran Interstellar Medical Corps, stationed on the frontier colony of Kartos 4. Wounds from plasma burns, infections from alien spores, injuries from wars waged between humans and otherworldly species. But never before had he encountered her. When they found her, she was unconscious in a derelict shuttle that had drifted into Kartos orbit, unmarked and unregistered. The wreck bore no insignia, no flight logs, and no clue of her origin. But the most striking detail was her. She wasn't human. Her skin shimmered faintly, a pearlescent tone that shifted with the light. Her eyes, even dulled by unconsciousness, held an otherworldly luminescence, silver threaded with violet. Her body was humanoid, but her features too symmetrical, too sharp to be mistaken for human beauty. She was alien, though her exact species eluded every database Dr. Kale consulted. And when she awoke, she remembered nothing. Not her name, not her people, not the stars she once called home. She was a blank slate wrapped in mystery. Elias had dealt with memory loss before, trauma, neural shock, chemical interference. But this was different. Something had wiped her clean. "Don't worry," he said as she stared at him in panic. "You're safe here. You've lost your memory, but I'll help you find it again." She clung to his words like a drowning soul to driftwood. Searching for a past. Days turned into weeks. She remained in the medical ward, weak at first, then stronger as her body healed. Elias gave her a name, Lyra, a placeholder until her true one returned. She accepted it, though sometimes when he spoke it, she tilted her head as if straining to hear an echo of something forgotten. Lyra was unlike any patient he had ever known. She learned human language at a staggering pace, her voice melodic but tinged with strange inflections. She absorbed knowledge with hungry curiosity, sketching star systems she did not consciously remember, and humming haunting melodies that made Elias's chest tighten though he could not place why. Sometimes flashes came to her. A battlefield of fire and smoke. A hand reaching for hers. A crown of light, breaking apart. But when Elias pressed her, she shook her head, trembling. "It's nothing. Just shadows." Elias knew better. The more he studied her physiology, the more questions arose. Her neural patterns pulsed with energy unlike any human brainwaves. The scans revealed dormant pathways, locked away as though by design. Not injury. Not accident. Suppression. "Someone didn't want you to remember," Elias muttered one night, staring at her neural map. "The question is why?" Lyra often sat across from him in the observation chamber, eyes searching his. "Do you think I was dangerous?" she asked quietly. Elias hesitated. He should have been objective. She was an unknown alien with erased memories. Protocol demanded caution. But he had spent nights at her bedside, holding her hand when nightmares made her thrash in terror. He had seen the vulnerability in her, the fear, the fragile humanity beneath her alien skin. "No," he said finally. "I think someone was afraid of you. And that doesn't mean you were a threat. It might mean you were powerful." Her lips parted, as though the word unlocked something deep inside her. Power. Yes, she remembered power. But whose? Hers. Or another's? The rising threat. Kartos 4 was a quiet colony, far from the wars that sometimes flared in the outer systems. But rumors traveled faster than starships. Whispers of an alien woman found drifting in a ruined craft reached ears beyond the medical facility. One night, Elias was summoned to the administrator's office. The colonial authority representative sat stiffly, hands clasped. "Dr. Kale," the man said, voice low. "There are questions about your patient." Some suggest she may be of the seraphim. Elias frowned. The seraphim, a near-mythic race, spoken of in fragments by traders and mercenaries. Supposedly beings of immense intelligence, wielding technologies indistinguishable from godhood. Few believed they existed. That's speculation, Elias said carefully. Perhaps. But if true, do you understand what this means? Whoever she is, she cannot remain here. Others will come for her. Elias returned to his ward, his heart heavy. Lyra sat waiting, her eyes luminous in the dim light. They want to take me away, don't they? She whispered. He didn't answer. He didn't need to. That night, Lyra clutched his hand, desperation breaking her composure. Elias, please. I don't know who I am. But with you I feel safe. Like you're the key. Don't let them take me. His oath as a doctor demanded neutrality. His humanity refused it. Unlocking the mind. Elias knew he had little time. If Lyra's memories remained locked, the authority would seize her, dissect her, maybe hand her over to military command. He couldn't allow it. He began a risky procedure, neural resonance therapy. By aligning her brainwaves with specific energy frequencies, he might unlock suppressed memories. But the danger was immense. Too much, and her mind could fracture. Are you certain? He asked as she lay beneath the scanner, her silver-violet eyes steady. I need to know who I am, she said. Even if it destroys me. The machine hummed to life. Elias guided the frequencies carefully, sweat beading his forehead as Lyra gasped, arching against the table. Images flooded the monitor. Fractured, chaotic, but real. A throne of crystal light. Armies kneeling before her. Her voice commanding stars themselves. And then betrayal. Chains of shadow wrapping her mind. A voice whispering, forget. Forget who you are. Lyra screamed, and Elias cut the connection. She collapsed, trembling, clutching his coat. I remember, she whispered. Tears glistened down her alien skin. I am not just Lyra. I am a Lyra of the Seraphim. The last of my line. The truth revealed. The memories came in fragments, piecing together a truth that staggered Elias. A Lyra had been heir to the Seraphim dominion, rulers of 1,000 star systems. But civil war had torn her empire apart. Betrayed by her own council, her mind was bound and her body cast adrift, a forgotten relic meant never to awaken. They wanted me erased, she murmured. Because I carried the knowledge of the conduit, a power that could reshape galaxies. Too dangerous to destroy. Too dangerous to let live. Elias stared at her, realization dawning. The colonial authority was right. If others discovered who she was, war would ignite across the stars. But as he looked at her trembling form, he knew something else. She wasn't the tyrant her enemies had painted. She was a woman scarred by betrayal, desperate for a chance at life. You don't have to be what they wanted you to be, he said. You don't have to rule or conquer. You can choose something else. She looked at him, eyes shimmering. And what if I choose you? His breath caught. But before he could answer, alarms blared. The authority had come for her. The climax. Flight and choice. Soldiers stormed the ward. Elias grabbed her hand. We have to run. Through sterile corridors they fled, dodging searchlights, alarms wailing. Lyra moved with a grace she hadn't known she possessed. Her memories guiding her body, every movement sharp, precise. Elias struggled to keep up, but her hand never let go of his. At the shuttle bay they cornered them. Guns raised. Step aside, Doctor, the commander barked. She belongs to us. No, Elias said firmly. She belongs to herself.